Hello everyone. I have been asked by a good friend of mine to shoot this video for you and answer a few questions. The first question is, what is your name, age and location? My name is Bianca Courtney Minnar. I'm 38 years old and I live in Joburg, Gauteng. The second question is, does being passable or clocky matter to you? I think it matters to all of us. We all want to be perfect human beings and we all want to be accepted in society and we all want to wear happy faces and fit in. So being possible to me is part of that equation. It's not always possible, and I think that we do overemphasize our ability to pass, but it is a huge safety issue. If I walk in the streets and I pass, I get a lot less attention. I get attention for the wrong reasons though, because I'm I'm reasonably attractive, I think, and people look at me. So I don't know if they clock me or if it's just because they look at me because I'm pretty. But being passable definitely makes me feel safer. And I think I'm starting to answer the other questions. Do you feel passable in public as a trans girl? Most of the time, yes, I feel that I pass well, but I also don't go out of my way to pass or pretend that I'm not trans. If someone looks at me and they want to engage with me and they want to talk to me, I will share that I'm transgender. And I mean, I got to go to the bank and I've still got the wrong paperwork, so I go into the bank and I tell the bank teller straight, listen, I'm transgender, so when you look at my ID, don't get a fright. And it's worked well for me to this point. But yes, I do I do feel like I'm passable in public, and I think it's important. Sometimes you don't want to be accosted and you don't want to explain yourself. So sitting in public in the restaurant, just having a drink, and people call you ma'am is cool. I like that. Um, The fourth question is, if not, what is the stress of it? And if yes, why? So, yes, I feel possible, and the reason for that is because I'm blessed. I've got a reasonably good figure, and I've got a pretty face, and I've got a great personality, can you see? Um, so those things all count in my favor. I know that there are a lot of trans girls, especially who don't pass. I think we 2 out of 10 girls pass. I don't pass all the time, and when I don't pass, it's difficult. It makes me sad when someone looks at me and they misgender me, even if it is not on purpose and just by accident. It's a hurtful experience, and most people don't understand how much it hurts when someone misgenders you. And I'm not even going to talk about dead naming, because that's even worse. If you want to get me upset, dead name me, then I'm going to get upset. But it is stressful, and it makes it a difficult thing to live. If you get misgendered a couple of times in public, and you come home and you feel all depressed about it, suicide is likely. That's how bad it is. The fifth question is, does being passable matter to you? It matters to me. I'd like to look like a beautiful, pretty blonde girl with voluptuous breasts and huge hips and a nice ass. It would make my life easier, if everybody just looked at me and knew that I was a woman and there was no guesswork about it and everything would be great. Yeah, but that's not the way my life is. I can't be perfect. I'm never going to be that pretty little blonde girl with the nice hips and everything. It's just not for me right now, and I don't see any amount of operations fixing that for me. I can go through 100 operations. I can change my face completely, but is it going to make me feel better? Is it going to make me relate better to the people in the world? At some point, you're going to have to say, you know what, this is where I come from. I'm trans, and Nothing is going to change that. You can go stealth, and that's your choice. I feel that my work is more important as a trans woman that stand up for trans human rights and not back down just because I have been assigned male at birth. And the sixth question is, how do you feel safe in public when you pass, or do you feel safe in public? Not all the time. Society is a dangerous place. We get murdered on the streets all the time, and once you hear about a murder, it's like, oh my God, I am a target. There are people out there who want to kill me, and that affects my feeling of safety. I don't think that being passable or not is going to make it any difference. I do actually think that by not disclosing my gender identity, it does make things more dangerous for me in public or in private, especially with guys, walking around wanting to have sex with girls. If you tell them in the bedroom just before you take your clothes off, listen, I'm actually trans, you're going to be in trouble. So I prefer to tell everybody. I prefer to show everybody, and I deal with people that way. If I'm not comfortable with you and you're not comfortable with me, then let's just go our separate ways. So yeah, I feel safe in public. I can defend myself. I can stand up for myself. I know there are many girls who don't feel that way, and I'm very sorry for them, and I want to help them. But yeah, in the end, I feel reasonably safe. If I was in a different country, I'm sure I wouldn't feel as safe. South Africa's very progressive on gender identity and sexual preference, and not discriminating based on those factors. We have human rights. We don't have gender rights. But yeah, the patriarchy is still very strong, and I don't think that's going to change very fast. And as long as there's a patriarchy, as long as men are in control, people like us are going to be in danger. Thank you for listening.